Our first guest tonight is the tallest and pinkest man ever entrusted to host the Academy Awards. He returns to the Oscars live Sunday night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on ABC and on Hulu, too. Please welcome Conan O'Brien.
Hey, well done. Everyone, sit down. Have a seat.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not asking like a how are you, how are you? I'm like...
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's great. You sound like an angry jury, so just settle down. That's more alarming than fun, but I appreciate it.
I should probably not point out, but this is my show, and none of them chanted my name when I walked out here. So
there's a lot of anger in that
you're
chant.
already
I'm just
in the
telling
lead.
you. Yeah, I owe them all money. Yeah.
You're hosting the Oscars in like 3.5 days, I guess?
Yeah.
Not even 4 days.
Well, you've been there, and there were many challenges. Today was a very long day.
Was it?
And yes, today was a very long day of all media. You do a lot of press.
Right.
And you tell each city in America that you're my favorite city.
Oh, you did that thing?
And then the station in Bangor, Maine said that you just cheated on them with Cincinnati, and it all gets very nasty. But I've been working on this for a while, and I've been out workshopping jokes in different clubs.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you do that. I was always too paranoid to go and read the jokes to an audience in a club because I worried that somebody would give it to TMZ or something. But it seems like people, and I'm really heartened by this idea that the one thing that people will still protect is punchlines to jokes and the endings to movies and TV shows, right?
Yeah, I also think if the jokes aren't great, they don't repeat them, you know? And that's my secret.
How do you decide where you're going to go to test the jokes?
You know, I have a terrific writer who worked with me for years and worked with me on the Oscars last year and this year, and also works for you, Laurie Kilmartin.
Yes.
And Laurie Kilmartin is great. And Laurie Kilmartin is like my coach, and she's a terrific stand-up in addition to being an amazing writer. And she will say, all right, Conan, tonight you're going to, you know, the Chatterbox in Covina. And the next thing you know, I'm changing passports. I'm driving for a really long time, but I go to these places and I love it there. A lot of young comics, and they all hang out in an alley before the show. And there's just a great vibe. It's really fun to get out there.
And they're probably very excited that you're there, right? I mean, the audience...
It's nice.
Comics,
they are. They get over the shock of seeing what I look like in person. And then once they recover from that, we have a really good time hanging out. And what's lovely is you go to these different places. I mean, I've played places where you have to hold the joke because you can hear that bowling is going on. And behind a wall, like you go to these different joints. And I love showing up where no one expects me to be there. They don't particularly want me to be there. And it's really fun just to pop up and
have they liked the stuff? Has it been?
They have. Yeah. They also, there are times where there's certain areas we cannot crack. One of them is the movie Train Dreams.
Yeah, right.
Can't get a good joke for Train Dreams, which maybe means there is no good joke for Train Dreams. And let me ask this audience, who has seen Train Dreams?
Go live.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
That's 8 people. No. It's one of the issues. And so I think my writers, they write a lot of jokes, and I keep going out and trying them out. I think they've written 5,000 jokes on Train Dreams. Not one of them is any good. And these are very good writers, so I blame Train Dreams. I think it's the fault of the movie. Because it's a movie about a lumberjack.
It's a lot more serious than that. Like, if you have seen the movie, it's probably worse, right?
It's a tough, I mean, first of all, it's a beautiful movie. I don't mean to malign the movie. It's a beautiful movie, but it's just no joke sticks to it. So I might move on.
Skip Train Dreams.
Skip Train Dreams. Who's going to care?
Will you sing this year? Will you sing, or
I can't reveal what I'll do.
All right.
But they saw a huge ratings drop when I sang last year. I mean, just a hole that dropped off the earth. People threw away their flat screen televisions. But
last year, did anything go wrong? Something that you expected it to go one way and it did not go that way?
You know, no. And I don't know if, I mean, you might be the same way, but my philosophy is prepare, 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 and then I kind of want something to go sideways.
100%,
yeah. It's exhilarating.
Yes.
And people in the audience and at home see that something has gone wrong. Now there's good gone wrong, and then there's bad gone wrong.
Right.
I don't want bad gone wrong.
Right.
I want good gone wrong. And so you just have to see if that's going to happen or not.
When that happens, I think it's one of the few times that the audience knows that what you're saying is truly spontaneous.
In the moment.
Right.
Yeah, they know that this wasn't written, it wasn't scripted. That old woman just fell. And so I am spreading olive oil, all over the floor.
That's good.
Here comes Dame Judi Dench, you know? I'll do what it takes to get a good show.
How locked in are you on the monologue? Is it set?
Here's an interesting thing about these monologues is that we started working on this thing, you know, early January, late December, and people will write jokes that are really like, oh, this is a great joke. And then you realize it's 35 news cycles ago now.
Right.
So you'll be like, can you believe what's going on with Venezuela? That's insane. And, you know, there was maybe a couple of months ago that was like, that's great. I mean, trust me, there'd be a joke in there. I wouldn't just go, isn't that nuts? It'd be great if my whole monologue was naming the movie. I see that Marty Supreme, isn't that cuckoo? There's actually part of me wants to do that, Oscar.
And why are you imitating Dennis Miller when you do that? Is that intentional?
That'd be more of a... But anyway, yeah, it was... So you write something and you see jokes come and go because we live in fast times. There's a lot happening.
A lot of other award shows.
There's a lot of other award shows. There are other invasions. There's all these new stuff happening all the time, and you need to keep up with it. So things can happen week to week, day to day. So you have to leave room for that, I think.
Do you have jokes that you've decided you will not do that you could share with us?
No.
Okay.
Because they're bad. The one I have is Train Dreams. It's a Train Dreams joke.
Oh, do it, please.
Do you want it? Okay.
Yeah,
this audience has...
Yeah. Oh, you have it?
No.
Oh, great.
Trust me. This is the best Train Dreams joke out of 5,000. Train Dreams was nominated for Best Picture. Finally, a movie that proves being a Pacific Northwest lumberjack in the early 1900s wasn't as fun as it sounds. No, 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 no. Pity applause doesn't work. You waited, you were sad as I was. That's why you're not going to see this.
Yeah, all right. Can I have it? I think
this is
nice
for you
memento.
tomorrow. Yeah, that's.
Thank you. I appreciate
Actually, you can
that.
use that tomorrow. Yeah.
Hey, can I mention that I thought...
Come out tomorrow night and paste that together.
I will do that joke tomorrow night.
And it will kill. Yeah.
By the way, nobody will even realize we've done it here tonight. It will be completely news to them. I think you did a great job in the movie you were in. If I had legs, I could kick you. I really was impressed by that.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, that was... And I was hoping... And I feel like, in a way, you were slighted because your co-star, Rose Byrne, with whom you share a lot of scenes, is nominated for one of the big ones, Best Actress.
Yes, she's up for Best Actress. And one could say that I elevated her performance. One could say it, but one wouldn't, because you'd be insane.
I disagree.
It's interesting. People that have seen it are like, oh, I thought Conan was going to do his Conan-y thing, and I did not.
You play a psychiatrist, and it seems, kind of also, right?
That part was real.
Let
the old inner out. That sounds bad.
The guys they nominated, the guys that were nominated instead of you, Benicio del Toro. Jacob Elordi. Ugly.
Ugly. Just an ugly man, head to toe.
Delroy Lindo.
I mean, whatever.
Sean Penn.
That guy can't act his way out of a bag.
Stellan Skarsgård.
That's not even a name. Someone opened a can of alphabet soup and threw it on the wall.
You're better than all of these guys.
I'm better than all of them combined, and yet I was denied! Denied!
That's the acting we want to see. But I heard you're in Toy Story 5.
I'm in Toy Story 5.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Who do you play in Toy Story 5?
What do I play?
Yeah. Oh, what?
I'm glad you asked. So they come and they pitch me, Conan, we want you to be in Toy Story 5. We think it's just an amazing part of the franchise. It's an amazing script, and we've got all the people are coming back for it. You know, everyone's coming back. Tom's coming back. Tim's coming back. It's just amazing. And we have a role that we think is definitely you. And I said, well, this sounds great. Who is this sexy guy? And they said, you're a toy, an electronic toy that teaches 2-year-olds how to go potty.
This is an existing toy?
Yeah, there are toys that help kids that are like, good for you. You know, you...
Is that the voice you're going to use?
You'll have to wait and see.
Okay, all right. Well, good for you.
But anyway, that's what I am. And I said, this is the universe once again telling me exactly who I am.
Conan O'Brien is here. He's the host of the Oscars on Sunday. We'll be right back. We are back with Conan O'Brien.
You hosted a late night show at one time.
Yes, I did.
For 28 years, correct me if I have it wrong.
Yeah.
Do you like being a guest on a talk show?
I really love being a guest.
You do?
I really love being a guest because when you're the host, you need to worry about how do I get this, into the conversation. I got to get to this question. We're running, tight on time. I got to get him out of this story. When you're the guest, you don't care. It's your problem. I could tell a 45-minute story right now.
Please, go ahead.
And, well, funny you mention it.
We'll do a two-parter
My
tomorrow
grandfather.
night.
No, and then it's just kind of nice to go out and be on this side. It really is. It's a change of pace. And
for me, it's fun to talk to you about the things that nobody thinks about, the weird little things like, how do you greet the person that comes out? If they're from Europe, you have to kiss them on each side of the face.
I never let a European on my show.
Oh, really?
For that very reason.
Wow,
I thought,
I didn't know that.
And I made that it said, there was a sign outside that said no Europeans.
What about doing Letterman? Was that scary for you? Because for me, that was the scariest thing I ever did.
Well, our generation, that was our guy, and we were like, oh my God, it's Dave. And then I was going to be on his show, and this was early days of my late night shows. It would be back in 1993, and my show was hanging on by a thread. People said, who is this guy? What kind of name is that? His hair looks stupid. It looks like a dessert. And people were really down on me, and I thought I'm going to go away. And then I got invited to go on Dave's show, and it was over at CBS. So I went over there. I was going to go over there, and this was a big chance for me to maybe save my show. And I remember at the time, we were sitting around with the writers. And what I love to do is pitch an idea that is intentionally bad that I would never do, but it just makes the writers laugh.
Mm-hmm, right, yeah.
So I said, what if I come out and you're Dave, and I sit down next to him, and he says, well, this young man took over our show, and he's over there at NBC, and it's good to have you here. And now, Conan, tell me what's going on over there? How's the show going? And I say, well, Dave, I just think that maybe... and freeze.
For how long?
Freeze and hold it. How long? Freeze and hold it for a really long time. And never break. So just like, yeah, Dave, I just think. And while I do that, he's waiting for a bit, and then the audience kind of is like, huh, and then everyone's weirded out, and then he starts talking to Paul, and then Paul's like, yeah, I don't know, and he's like, yeah, well, anyway, so Conan. And I hang on it, and so it was just making all of us laugh as one of those stupid, of course I'll never do this. And my head writer at the time, brilliant genius Robert Smigel, said, you have to do it. You have to do it. Do it. It'll blow people's minds. And overnight, people will say, this guy's a genius. And I said, I will be off the air immediately. I will never be invited back. I mean, literally hold it to the point where they carry me out of Dave's show.
Well, now
and I hold it the whole time.
Now you're selling it again.
No, and literally hold it, and it's, the New York Post, Conan has meltdown. I mean, everybody just, what the hell happened? And it's one of those things that, I get fired, but 15 years later, comics, saying the time Conan did that was, he showed the man. And meanwhile, I'm in an alley somewhere with no pants on.
And Dave hates you.
Exactly.
Just what you want.
And Letterman hates me as being the guy that tanked his show that night. So, but that's the kind of thing where I had people around me, sensible people, saying, "You got to do it, man."
I know, Robert. I don't think sensible is a word
Not
you use
sensible
to
at all.
describe
Robert,
him.
we love you, but
Yes.
you're insane.
Yes, that's correct.
Tried to kill my career.
You're Irish, right?
I'm afraid I am.
Yes. I think I told you this off camera, but that doesn't count.
You said a lot of things off camera.
That's right.
Yeah.
I took my family to Ireland for my dad's 80th birthday. We went, and every place we went, we traveled all across the country. Every place I went, they're like, Conan was here.
Yeah.
You somehow hit like what the Smurfs are to Belgium, Conan is to Ireland.
Yeah.
He is everywhere you go.
I am 100% Irish, meaning I took a genetic test and it said you are 100.000, and the guy who took the test said, "We don't see this very often." And he said, "It's actually not good."
It's inbreeding. You're inbred. Yeah.
Thank you for saying what no one else could say. A lot of people living in a hut together. Yeah, this is what happens. And so I went back and we did a lot of fun, jokey things. And then I was going to go and see a great genealogist said, "I found where your great-grandfather's home was that he lived in. The home is gone, but I found the little spot that he lived on. And it's near the Galbally Mountains." And he said, I'll go there and show it to you. And I said, "We'll do it on camera." And I was expecting, we had these jokes loaded up. We had props, funny things we were going to do. I was going to try out some Train Dreams material. And
I got a joke right here.
see if I try it out on a cow. But I got there, and I did not expect this because I'm not someone that wears my emotions on my sleeves, but I got emotional. It's very powerful.
I felt the same way.
When
I
you're
did the same
standing
thing.
there. When you saw my great-grandfather's place.
Yes, I did. I said, well, this is a guy who is, first of all, more than 100% Irish.
He was 140% Irish.
And can I tell you something? We got shovels, and he's a terrific guy. I did the same thing I had, but there was some of the house still there.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, I don't know,
To me, it was just seeing that this was a very small plot of land. He was a tenant farmer, so it wasn't his. They didn't have money, and he needed to move on because it wasn't working and probably not enough to eat, couldn't sustain. So he left and went to America, and, here I am a couple of generations later. And what's amazing to me is you have that experience and you stand there. I have incredible empathy for people who have emigrated to another country.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible. It takes an entire lifetime to go to a country where, often it's people who are coming to a country where they don't speak the language.
Right.
And they have to spend their entire lives just getting things started for the next generation. And it's a whole lifetime that you're feeding into this process. So I was just thinking about this guy who I'll never meet had to do that. And I think I was overcome by that. I was overcome by the fact that there's a lot of sadness in that story. And in a lot of these stories, people leave not because, hey, I just want to go have fun in America. They leave because they have to. Yeah. So it was really
well, I mean,
experience.
that is a beautiful story. I hope you don't tell it at the Oscars. It's depressing, and nobody's going to like it.
What I'm going to do is open with that.
Yeah. And then?
Talk about the struggle of immigrants. Then, Train Dreams, bang! Train Dreams, bang! 5 in a row, each one worse than the other one. And then I'm going to show Train Dreams in its entirety.
Smigel thinks it's a good idea.
Smigel says, and then I'm going to go like this. I hope you had a good time.
Conan O'Brien, everybody. She can't move. Watch the Oscars live Sunday night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, here on ABC and Hulu. We'll be back with Matthew Fogg.